My 26th male, wife 27th female, cheated, but my family are taking her side and making things harder for me. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. My 26th male, wife 27th female, she did, but my family are taking her side and making things harder for me. Sorry if it's too long. I try to write things that happened to me in the past 3 months, and I'm not great in English, so there are probably a lot of mistakes in the tests. We grew up almost together. Our parents were close friends, and we lived in the same building. I used to hate her when I was a kid, because she was always better than me. And I can't say she received more love from my parents than me. We both accepted and bested uni in our country, but they only held a party for her, and their excuse was she ranked second in the whole country while I was only top 50. But she herself cared for me more than anyone else. She confessed to me when I was 17, and we got married when I was 23, 3 years ago. We had a great marriage until 3 months ago I came home. And before going, and I stopped to smoke a cigarette, then I heard my wife's voice from window. I went closer to talk to her, and it was when I heard her saying, "We should end this." It's wrong. I love Dan. What'd she call me? Don't call me again. I felt like I wanted to throw up my stomach. I felt really, really bad. But after a few minutes, I calmed down and went in. I didn't say anything to her. I was trying to convince myself maybe I'm wrong. Later, my wife left the house to go to gym. She always leaves her phone at home when she's going to gym. After struggling for a few minutes, I decided to check her phone. I can open it with my fingerprints. It was her decision to add my fingerprints, so I can use it in case of emergency. I find it chats very fast. They've been talking since 1 month ago. I was expecting that she had already deleted anything about him, but, well, it was all there. I knew the guy from high school. He had nothing but looks. After reading the chats, I realized they got in contact in a school gathering party, and my wife asked him a few questions about photos since he's a model, and then they had a meeting which I didn't know about. After that, they were more intimate and went on a second date. He kissed her that day, and they talked about it in chat. It was for 2 days ago. I had enough. I stopped reading. I wrote, "I want divorce. How did you do that to me?" on paper and left it on top of the phone with chat still open and left the house. I turned off my phone and went to my parents' house. Next day when I woke up, she was there, yet I didn't realize my parents think we had a problem and want to help us. They would keep saying married couples always fight and we should overcome these issues. I was really tired, angry, and when my father repeated almost the same thing, I shouted, "She fucking cheated on me." She cheated on me, and then I realized I'm crying. I left the house and went to my parents' house. I expected my parents to take my side and stop bothering me, but next day my mother called me and said she explained everything to me. She's really sorry, it's not that bad. She didn't have any close relationship with him. We should be forgiving. I was desperate. I said no. I want divorce, and she kept telling those things again. And she was saying I'm overreacting. It was only a small mistake, and it's like they had sex. They just meet 2 times. I hung up a few days later and went to my parents' house to talk with my father about selling the house after divorce, and he said, "I'll only allow you in my house with your wife," and closed the door. It was second saddest moments in my life after when I realized my wife cheated. It's been 3 months, and my parents keep asking me to forgive her and don't allow me in their house. We're still married because she refused to sign the divorce papers. And in my country, if one of the partners refuses to get divorced, it will take lots of time, and they have to first participate in 3 sessions with a therapist. And she's been following me whenever she can, crying, asking me to forgive her another chance, and seeing her like this makes me really sad because I really loved her, but I just can't forgive her. I just can't trust her anymore and not think about how she cheated on me. I don't know anymore what to do with my life, how to deal with my parents, or even how to make her stop. P.S. In my country, unless she did something serious like hurting me, I can't sue her for anything, and honestly, I don't even want to do that if it was possible.